Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor and the faculty of LCWU, I welcome you to the 8th convocation of Lahore College Women University. We begin this auspicious ceremony with verses from the Holy Quran. For this purpose, I call upon Ms. Fakiha of BS Islamic Studies.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى إن إلى ربك الرجعى शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो रहमान और रहीम है। पढ़ अपने रब के नाम से जिसने पैदा किया, जिसने इंसान को खून के लोथड़े से पैदा किया। तू पढ़ता रह, तेरा रब बड़े करम वाला है। जिसने कलम के ज़रिए इंसान को इल्म सिखाया, जिसने इंसान को वो सिखाया जो वो नहीं जानता था। सचमुच इंसान तो आपे से बाहर हो जाता है, इसलिए कि वो अपने आप को बेपरवाह समझता है। यकीनन लौटना तो तेरे रब की तरफ ही है। सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम।
To declare the convocation open.
I declare the convocation open.
I request the Dean of Natural Sciences, Professor Dr. Kausar Jamal Chima, Dean of Engineering, Technology and Management Sciences, Professor Dr. Farhad Salimi, Dean of Social Sciences, Professor Rifat Saklen, and Dean of Humanities, Islamic and Oriental Learning, Professor Dr. Hamala Khalid, to come to the stage and present the students of their faculties.
Respected Chancellor,
I present to you these students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of Form D and BS Honours in Natural Sciences, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degrees of Pharm D and BS Honours in Natural Sciences. And in token thereof, I present you these degrees and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of these degrees.
Thank you.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of BBA, BS Computer Science, and Bachelor of Electronic Engineering, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degrees of BBA, BS Computer Sciences, and Bachelor of Electronic Engineering. And in token thereof, I present you these degrees and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of these degrees.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of BS Honours in Social Sciences, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degree of BS Honours in Social Sciences. And in token thereof, I present you this degree and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of this degree.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these students of the Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of BFA and BS in Humanities, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit to the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts and BS Honours in Humanities. And in token thereof, I present you these degrees and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of these degrees.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examinations to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of MSc and MS in Natural Sciences, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degrees of MSc and MS in the relevant subjects, and in token thereof, I present you these degrees and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of these degrees.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of MS Computer Science and MBA, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degree of MS Computer Science and MBA, and in token thereof, I present you this degree and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of this degree.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of MA and MSc in Social Sciences, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degree of MA and MSc in the relevant subjects, and in token thereof, I present you these degrees and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of these degrees.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of MA in Humanities, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degree of MA in the relevant subjects, and in token thereof, I present you this degree and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of this degree.
Respected Chancellor, I present to you these 14 students of Lahore College for Women University who have been certified after examination to be duly qualified to receive the degrees of PhD in Natural Sciences, Humanities, and Oriental Learning, to which degrees I pray they be admitted.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of the University, I admit you to the degree of PhD in the relevant subjects, and in token thereof, I present you this degree and authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of this degree.
Zareen Habib Mirza completed her PhD Urdu thesis under the supervision of Dr. Saeed Murtaza Zaidi on the title of Dr. Sayyid Safdar Ahwalo Asar. Asma Ghulam Rasool completed her PhD Punjabi thesis under the supervision of Dr. Suraya Ahmed on the Pakistani Punjabi Ghazal de Qadeem te Jadeed Rojanat. Asima Qadri completed her PhD Punjabi thesis under the supervision of Dr. Suraya Ahmed on the title Punjabi Classici Shairi Sinfan di Tanqeed da Verba. Fakhra Shirazi completed her PhD here, but she is not present today. Ruxana David completed her PhD in Fine Arts thesis under the supervision of Dr. Musarrat Hassan on the title of Contemporary Miniature Painting in Lahore from 1980 to 2007. Congratulations. Rifat Saif Dar completed her PhD Fine Arts thesis under the supervision of Dr. Musarrat Hassan on the title Stucco Sculpture from Taxila and Gandhara. Samina Naseem completed her PhD Fine Arts thesis under the supervision of Dr. Naseem Akhtar Saeed on the title Decorative Elements of Faisal Mosque, Islamabad. Masooma Abbas completed her PhD Fine Arts thesis under the supervision of Dr. Naseem Akhtar Saeed on the title Islami, Its Development in Muslim Architecture and Illumination. Zahida Shabnam completed her PhD Islamic Studies thesis under the supervision of Dr. Hamidullah Abdul Qadir on the title Muhaddas Sahabiyat ki Maraviyat ka Mawzuati Tahqiqi Mutaliya. Tahira Aziz Mughal completed her PhD Chemistry under the supervision of Dr. Ismat Naim on the title Ethno-Medicinal Studies of Flora of Southern Punjab and Isolation of Biologically Active Principles. Rihana Zia completed her PhD Physics under the supervision of Dr. Farhad Salimi on the title Preparation and Characterization of Thin Film Polycrystalline Solar Cells. Husna Jabin completed her PhD Zoology thesis under the supervision of Dr. Kausar Jamal Chima on the studies of biochemical and hematological parameters in workers of iron and steel industries exposed to heat stress. Tahira Muin Khan completed her PhD chemistry thesis under the supervision of Dr. Ismat Naeem on the title Phytochemicals and Pharmacological Investigations of Medicinal Plants of Pakistan. Shahana Yasmin completed her PhD chemistry thesis under the supervision of Dr. Bushra Khan on the title Synthesis and Pharmacological Evaluation of Organic Compounds of Classic and Novel Techniques by Microwave Techniques Methods as a Tool for Drug Delivery. I request the Honorable Chief Guest to award medals and Roll of Honor to the students.
Position holders final examination 2009, University Gold Medal Award to first position holders and a cash award of Rs 3,000 each. Sadia Anjum, BBA, University Gold Medal. Saira Arif, Bachelor of Electronic Engineering, University Gold Medal. Amina Yunus, BS Honours Botany, University Gold Medal. Saira Yasmin, BS Honours Chemistry, University Gold Medal. And Rana Muhammad Sultan Gold Medal. Hafiza Hifsa Ruhi, BS Honours Environmental Science, University Gold Medal. Amna Wasim, BS Honours Mathematics, University Gold Medal. And Shamshad Majid Gold Medal. Amber Malik, BS Honours Physics, University Gold Medal. Ruma Adalat, BS Honours Zoology, University Gold Medal. Pakiza Abid Famdi, University Gold Medal, and Afsil Altaf Gold Medal. Rida Sohail, BS Honours Applied Psychology, University Gold Medal, and Hashmatara Gold Medal. Saba Amjad, BS Honours Economics, University Gold Medal. Tazeen Iqbal, BS Honours Gender and Development Studies, University Gold Medal. Sidra Alam Khan, BS Honours Home Economics, University Gold Medal. Asifa Jahangir, BS Honours International Relations, University Gold Medal. Kamal Fatima, BS Honours Mass Communication, University Gold Medal and Urdu Digest Gold Medal. Khushbu Ali, BS Honours Political Science, University Gold Medal. Saba Aziz, BS Honours Statistics, University Gold Medal. Tehmeena Shehzadi, BFA Craft and Textile Design, she's from Ajhan campus, University Gold Medal. Alia Wakkar, BFA Graphic Design, University Gold Medal. Afifa Ehsan, BFA Painting, University Gold Medal, and Naseem Qazi Gold Medal. Marjan Zehra, BS Honours, Urdu Literature, University Gold Medal. Rabia Masood, BS Honours, English Literature, University Gold Medal. Memuna Shakur, BS Honours, Islamic Studies, University Gold Medal. Faiza Mumtaz, BS Honours, Punjabi, University Gold Medal. Sadia Noreen, MSc Chemistry, University Gold Medal. Zinia Humayun Sanik, MSc Economics, University Gold Medal. Zunaira Bashir, MSc Mathematics, University Gold Medal, and Shamshad Majid, Gold Medal. Sania Shabir, MA Economics, Jhang Campus, University Gold Medal. Aisha Shehzad, MET Saul, Teaching of English to Speakers of Other Languages, University Gold Medal. Farwa Munir, Master of Business Administration, University Gold Medal. Fahima Tahir, MSc Computer Science, University Gold Medal. Sahar Mahmood, MSc Chemistry, University Gold Medal. Sidra Zahid, MSc Applied Environmental Science, University Gold Medal, and Chaudhry Sikandar Ali Gill, Gold Medal. Madiha Riaz, MSc Physics, University Gold Medal. And now the special medals 2009, some more of them. Maria Salimi, MS Computer Science, Begum Iqbal Sikandar Gill, Gold Medal. Rehana Zia, PhD Physics, Naima Mohsen, Gold Medal. Rabia Masood, BS Honours English Literature, Bano Gold Medal, Geography. And now rolls of honor awarded to graduating students getting 3.75 and above CGPA in the semester system. Bachelor of Business Administration, BBA, Huda Anis. Tayyaba Usman. In BS Computer Science, Faliha Abdul Razak. BS Honours Chemistry, Zubi Sadiq. Next, BS Honours Environmental Science, Noshin Tariq, Hina Khalid, and Sumaira Salim. BS Honours Mathematics, Hifsa Iqbal. BS Honours Zoology, Roma Sayyed. BS Honours Economics, Shumaila Hafiz. Rolls of Honor awarded to graduating students getting 70% and above marks in the annual system, session 205 to 209. BFA Craft and Design, Aisha Arshad Khan from Jung Campus. And Manila Afzal from Jung Campus again. BFA Graphic Design, Amina Anis. Faria Wasi. Mariam Saklan. Azka Kasim. Madiha Moin. Anam Aslam. And Amna Tariq. And now Farm D, session 204 to 209. Khushbakht Kiran. Sana Iqbal. Zara Durrani. And Uzma Razak. And now Rolls of Honor awarded to master students getting 3.75 and above CGPA in the semester system. MSc Mathematics first, Yasira Mazhar. Sawiba Sayyid. Sayyida Samra Zaidi. And Aisha Ibrahim. Master of Business Administration MBA, Rabia Salim Khan, Samia Ikram, Shagufta Tariq, and Taliha Masood. MSc Computer Science, Saima Khan. MSc Physics, Khansa Riaz and Tahira Parveen. And our Rolls of Honor for the co-curricular activities. Best Painter, Sundar Azim, BFA. Best Photographer, Mariam Saklan, BFA. Editor, Kiran, English, Rabil Niaz, BS Honours and Mass Communication. Editor, Kiran, Urdu, Marjan Zehra, BS Honours, Urdu Literature. Best Player, Bisma Adris, BS Honours Mass Communication. Best Player, Farina Askar, BS Honours Mass Communication. Best in Dramatics, Hunana Masroor, BS Honours Mass Communication. And Best Debater for Punjabi, Tuba Riaz Tarar, Best BS Honours, International Relations. I request the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Bushra Mateen, to present the annual report.
ये आगे किसने किया? Honorable Chancellor, Governor Mr. Salman Taseer, respected members of Syndicate and Academic Council, dear students, degree holders, and faculty members, Dr. Mukhtar, who has specially traveled today from Islamabad to attend this function, I am really grateful. Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of Lahore College for Women University, my colleagues, and on my own behalf, I welcome you all to the 8th convocation of Lahore College for Women University. I am particularly thankful to the Honorable Chief Guest, Chancellor LCWU, Governor Punjab, Mr. Salman Taseer, for accepting our invitation to preside over this convocation. Your presence will be a source of great encouragement for the young female graduates who have received their degrees and medals for their excellent performance. I am grateful to the honorable guests for sparing their precious time to attend the convocation. The importance of education is quite clear. Education is the knowledge of how to put one's potentials to maximum use. One can safely say that a human being does not have proper sense until he or she is educated. Today, in the 21st century, one cannot afford to ignore the importance of higher education for women any longer. Need for higher education for women assumes all the more importance in countries like Pakistan, where colonialism has remained a great force hindering education for the general masses and for women in particular. Higher education of women is indeed necessary to provide society with competent women trained in art, science and technology, and various other professions. Compartmentalization of subjects for men and women is diminishing because rate of success of women is more than men. Some observations have revealed that there are a few influencing factors which support the success and failures in completing higher education in women. For example, for success, women are strongly motivated to success in educational system. The merit basis of education system permits females to excel, and prejudice against women's education has been reduced. Women's universities are actually promoting women's higher education. Reasons for failure are that female students have difficulties to access to transport facilities in general. Marriage, in many cases, leads to early withdrawals. Gender stereotyping inhibits completion of studies. Financial constraints can cause withdrawal from educational system. LCWU encourages students and graduates to join the workforce and help to build stronger and sustainable Pakistan, a step towards empowerment of women. Keeping this mission in mind, we have introduced subjects of applied nature with job opportunities. Honorable Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to announce that on this convocation, 877 graduates of BS, MA, MSc, MS, and 14 PhD scholars in natural sciences, humanities, and Islamic and Oriental learning have received their degrees from your honor. Lahore College for Women University was declared Women University on 10th September 2002. During these 8 years, we upheld the past old traditions of excellence in both academics and co-curricular fields. In year 2002, there was a dearth of highly qualified faculty, but over the years, the number of competent and qualified staff has increased. Many faculty members have been awarded foreign scholarships for doing PhD by HEC, while others are at the verge of completion of their degrees at local level. In 2002, we just had 10 PhD teachers on our staff, and now we have 90 teachers on our staff who have done their PhD. Number of MPhils was 26, and now we have 104 staff members who have done MPhil. While now we have BS program in 26 subjects. and MPhil program or MS in 21 subjects and PhD in 14 subjects. There are only 24 teaching programs. There were only 24 teaching programs in 2002, and now in 2010, we are offering 65 programs in 30 different departments. Student enrollment has increased enormously during this period, in spite of the building constraints. We had 4,672 students enrolled in 2002, and now we have 8,043 students enrolled. In the year 2002, there were acute shortage of research facilities for faculty and students. As a result, faculty had only nominal research output. In the year 2004, the university started providing research facilities, and by the year 2008, installed and commissioned 28 sophisticated research equipments with the help of HEC. Consequently, the university has excelled in the research output, publications, conferences, and workshops, and has gone up in the ranking. We are 15 in Pakistan now out of 72 universities. A center research lab has been established with the funding from Higher Education Commission under 2 projects. The Central Research Lab has attracted not only PhD degree holders to join LCWU as faculty members, but has also worked in gaining various research projects from funding agencies like Pakistan Science Foundation, Higher Education Commission, Delphi, and DFID. The Central Lab is also providing a sample analysis facility to research scholars for other universities and organizations. In 2002, only 25 research publications were there, and in 2010, we have 262 research publications. 19 books are published, 41 manuals, and 4 monographs. We conducted 24 national and 10 international seminars after the inception of university. LCWU is a premier institute of science and technology that is playing a significant role in providing science education among the women of society. Women need to be encouraged to study science in order to become the independent operators of science and technology. The outstanding performance of LCWU for use and application of modern technology is clear in the academic and administrative aspects of the university. In year 2002, LCWU was housed in the old building under the patronage of Government of Punjab in the shape of a postgraduate college. The development work started in the form of development projects funded by Government of Punjab and Higher Education Commission, and we have completed 9 projects at the cost of 279 million. 3 projects are ongoing with the cost of 960 million, and 4 projects are frozen due to the non-availability of funds at the cost of 583 million. Since the establishment of university, LCWU has strived hard for the promotion of research activities in the university. At present, we have 6 research and training programs in the Department of Environmental Science, Zoology, and 3 in Chemistry. Realizing the importance of university and university industry collaboration, the LCWU has signed 26 MOUs with industry and other universities. University has collaboration with renowned universities of UK, Japan, Thailand, Iran, Kuwait, Malaysia, and Bangladesh. Persian department, in collaboration with Khana-e Farhang Iran, Lahore has established Utaq-e Iran Shanasi and Persian language lab decorated with ornamental architectural features of Islamic Republic of Iran. At the national and local level, LCWU has collaboration with pharmaceutical industry, Chamber of Commerce, steel and paper industry, planning and development department, UNDP and UNESCO, and we are holding 2 chairs for UNESCO in Lahore College, and that's I would say a landmark because no other university is having a UNESCO chair. Social sciences and liberal arts are the areas which are given equal importance of LCWU believes that research is an investment for future, which can be well promoted by establishing links with industry in the socio-economic sector. Now, the commendable achievements in sports are that LCWU has maintained its 23-year-old record of winning all-round best trophy for board and interboard. In the year 2002-2004, LCWU had won overall third position, whereas the year 2005-2009, LCWU has won second position among 72 universities of Pakistan in all the women events. Director Sports LCWU represented Pakistan athletic team as manager in Serbia in the World University Games in July 2009. Dear audience, as I told you, we have very collaborative research with various universities like Imperial College London, Asian Institute of Technology Thailand, and HEJ Karachi. Conservation Park at Jallo Forest Park, Pakistan, to contribute to the era of innovation education, Environmental Science Department of LCWU Lahore has established a conservation park in Jallo, Lahore in collaboration with Punjab Forest Department. This is an effort to restore native plant and animal communities while providing educational areas and opportunities for students, as well as to achieve the maximum benefits from environment so that we can do our bit in maintaining ecological stability and preserving biodiversity. The highlights of this park include conservation of fauna and flora for their importance, restoration of ecological habitat, Japanese-style eco-garden. Department of Biotechnology and Microbiology has been established in the year 2009 in the newly constructed academic block. This department has established in collaboration with the Punjab Agriculture Department a plant tissue laboratory in Bagajina, which is functioning successfully. The utility of this venture is to provide students an opportunity to produce disease-free, healthy, vigorous, and high-yielding plant materials of different ornamental and crops by using different in vitro techniques. The laboratory will also cater the production of utility fruits like bananas, medicinal plants, and expensive flowers like lilium, carnation, gerbera, and orchids. Kitchen gardening techniques will also be utilized for the production of cherry tomatoes, hot and sweet pepper, and different other local and exotic varieties by using greenhouse facilities. LCWU will also help in the courses of floriculture and landscape, which are now arranged by Agriculture Department. Now, Naila Yaqub from Lahore College for Women University has been nominated by RISI for one of the paper and pulp industry's most prestigious awards. The PPI Awards are the global awards dedicated to recognize these achievements in the pulp and paper industry. Naila Yaqub has been shortlisted for research achievements for the year 2010. Naila Yaqub, Higher Education Commission Indigenous PhD Fellow, has been working for doing her PhD thesis under the supervision of Professor Dr. Bushra Mateen, Vice Chancellor, Lahore College, and Professor Dr. Kausar Jamal Cheema, Dean Faculty of Natural Sciences. Research work was conducted at Lahore College for Women University, Packages Limited, and Tasmania University, Australia. LCWU has the honor of winning Talented Researcher Exchange Program under the umbrella of INSPIRE. Presently, Dr. Tahira Aziz Mughal is actively involved in conducting a series of cascading workshops in LCWU and all over Pakistan. Amina Zafar from Environmental Department and Maria Salimi from Computer Science Departments have won National Youth Award of Rs 50,000 each by the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Islamabad, in the year 2009 and 2010. 3 students, one each from Computer Science, Management Science, and International Relations, won Fulbright Scholarship and got their credits transferred to the university and are now studying in renowned universities of America. Affiliation of 3 big female colleges like Government College for Women, Samanabad, Government College for Women, Gulberg, and Islamia College, Cooper Road, with our university has indeed increased the credibility of our BS 4-year degree program. Dear graduates, accept my congratulations for achieving your goal. I wish you a happy and bright future. I hope your stay at Lahore College for Women University has been pleasant and fruitful, and you will continue to contribute to bring your alma mater on top of the universities of Pakistan. I am thankful to the honorable guests and all the honorable members of Syndicate, Academic Council, press, and all other guests. In the end, I would like to thank all my teaching and non-teaching staff for their full support and cooperation throughout the year. Pakistan Zindabad. Now I request the Chancellor to address the graduates. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dr. Mrs. Bushra Mateen, Vice Chancellor of the Lahore College for Women's University, Mrs. Shaista Wine, the Registrar, and Deans and faculty members, graduating students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to come here on the 8th convocation of the Lahore College for Women University. And it's always a very encouraging and a very important occasion to see so many graduates going out into the world. 877 is a very substantial number. It means that there are going to be 877 females going out into the world and making a name for themselves, and Pakistan as well, including 14 PhDs. And I want, of course, to give a special welcome to the Jung campus, which is also coming out for the first time. I'm sure you appreciate that education is a privilege and it's not a right, especially in Pakistan. It should have been a right, but it's not a right. So the fact that you have this opportunity and you have this privilege, I feel you owe a special debt to the people of this country. And you repay the debt, first of all, by the fact that you're female. You should make sure that you contribute, you work, and you make an equal place for yourself in this country and in the society, so it becomes an accepted norm that women have an equal status and an equal participation with men. And that is something which you have to do. The other thing is that when you go forward in life, and I'm sure you'll do and achieve a lot of things for yourself and your country, you must look back when you reach for the stars. You must look back at the so many other people from your country, students, and especially females, who have not had the opportunity you have. So when you reach for the stars, you should leave some stardust behind you also, and help those who've not had the same opportunities as you have. And I think this is part of education, and this is the most important part of education, is that you recognize and remember that you're from a certain society and a country, and everything that you do that brings honor on yourself will bring honor on your country as well. I was very impressed when I went through the yearbook, not as seeing my own pictures, but I was very impressed to see the difference between the expansion in the university from 2002 to 2010. All the faculty expansion, the number of PhDs, the linkages with important universities like Imperial College, all the research papers produced, and especially subjects like biotechnology and so on, because I feel very strongly that now we are in a knowledge-based world. It's a knowledge-based world, and knowledge is power. And if we look at all the great corporations that have made a new impact, 10 years ago, if somebody was to say that the largest corporations or the largest companies in the United States of America or on the New York Stock Exchange were knowledge-based companies, nobody would have believed it. You would never have believed that the 2 or 3 top companies in the New York Stock Exchange with valuations of hundreds of billion dollars are companies that don't have concrete, they don't have steel, they have only knowledge. I'm talking of companies like Microsoft, like Google, like Apple, like Amazon, like Skype. Of the top 10 companies in the United States Stock Exchange and the biggest companies in the world, they're all knowledge-based companies. And they're examples like a student called Mark Zuckerberg, who started a company called Facebook. And I'm sure a lot of you students must be on Facebook, because Facebook has become the largest expanding country in the world. They have 500 million people on it, which means it's the 3rd biggest country in the world. So it was started by an 18-year-old student. And by the time he was 21, he was offered $4 billion for the company. And today he's 26 years old, and he was offered $40 billion for the company. So that's what knowledge is all about. And that's where I was looking through carefully and seeing that there is a serious attention to engineering, to computer sciences, that the ISO is being used to evaluate the amount of work that is being done on computer science in Lahore College. And I feel that's a place where you have to make a mark, and we have to make a mark. And there's no substitute for knowledge. But I'm addressing you now, actually, after a very traumatic, a very sad time in our country's history. I'm addressing you after the floods which came and devastated this country a few months ago. And for me particularly, being the governor of the province, I had to see a lot of poverty, a lot of misery, but for me it was an education as well. And I went through the province, I saw people whose lives had been devastated, but on the other side, I saw people who were facing it with great courage. And I know when the Newsweek magazine came out a few months ago, a special Pakistan edition, it had a very touching picture of a young boy in the middle of a flood, and it was written on top, Pakistan, the bravest country in the world. And I feel that the people of Pakistan have stood together in this difficult time. And we were tried with the earthquake, which devastated, and yet it brought the people of Pakistan together. It brought out their biggest, and they brought out all their character, their courage. After that, we saw the terrorists destroying so much of what we hold sacred. We saw, for instance, recently, just now, the attack on Baba Farid in Pakpatan. These are people who are trying to destroy our way of life, who are trying to destroy Islam and all the message of peace and love that Islam brings. And we faced them. When the people of Swat were attacked by them, we brought nearly 3 million IDPs out of Swat. We looked after them, we fed them. There was no famine, there was no disease, and we compensated them and sent them back to Swat. So that on the 14th of August, when the people of Pakistan were celebrating Independence Day in Lahore and in Karachi and Islamabad, the people of Swat also raised the slogan, Pakistan Zindabad. And I think that's something to be proud of. So they say that whom God loves, He tests them as well. यानी जिनको अल्लाह ताला प्यार करता है उनको आजमाता भी है. तो हमें तो उन्होंने आजमाइश में तो डाला है. लेकिन I would want to say to you that we have been over the worst. We've seen all that this flood had to bring. We have sent most of the people, 90 to 95% have gone back. We have not seen again any disease. We have not seen any famine. And we are compensating these people without paying any attention or discriminating between any province, between any political affiliation, but as one nation, we are trying to compensate and get these people back into their lives. And believe me, that is now the most difficult part, because when the press was on, the press was focusing on the floods and was focusing on their misery, and everybody was getting the attention. But now the press, unfortunately, has a short attention span, and they've gone off. But the people who've been devastated by the floods, they have to be rehabilitated. And for that, we are trying to get the support of people of the world to rebuild their homes, to compensate them financially. I want to draw your attention to a particular scheme, which I asked your Vice Chancellor to also attend. We did an experiment. I got the students of Engineering University and the Lahore and Engineering University Taxila to go down to one of the particular areas which we picked, which was Hajipura and Nawabpur, just outside Multan. And they went there, and the students stayed there and worked with the people. And they built up those homes with them. And they started 3 weeks ago. And I'm happy to say that in 3 weeks, we've built nearly 100 homes, and we're going to complete 185 homes and 2 masjids in the space of... And this was a voluntary effort by the students. And they were very proud. And I said to them, I said, when you graduate, and maybe you'll, inshallah, in life, you'll make a big name for yourself. But this particular day, when you came and helped the poor people of your country, this day you will always remember. And they agreed with me, because education is not just about degrees and about paper and about all the other good things that you get out of education. But this part of life, to understand how the people of your country and what difficulty they have gone through, and to participate in their lives when they are in a moment of difficulty, I feel this is the best part of education. So we've seen people in Pakistan getting together as one nation, and that, I believe me, makes me very proud. When Senator John Kerry was here, I took him around the areas where the floods were. And he's a compassionate man. And he said to me that, Governor, I feel very sad to see this human misery. But what I appreciate is the fact that you people are working, and you are not down and out, and you are working for the rehabilitation of the people who have been hit by the floods. And I said to him, I said, Senator, we are a nation of fighters. We are not going to give up. And if you help us, we will remember you in our prayers. But even if you don't, we will make it ourselves. And I think that's the spirit we have to show in Pakistan. And inshallah we will. वो गालिब का शेर है कि रंज से खुगर हुआ इंसान तो मिट जाता है रंज, रंज से खुगर हुआ इंसान तो मिट जाता है रंज, मुश्किलें इतनी पड़ी मुझ पर कि आसान हो गई। तो हम पर मुश्किलें भी पड़ती हैं, लेकिन अल्लाह के फजल से हम ना पीछे हटें और ना हम लोग डरने वाले हैं। और आप देखेंगे कि 6 माह के बाद ये जब तारीख लिखी जाएगी पाकिस्तान की, तो लोग कहेंगे कि हम पे ये साने आया था, ये कुदरती हादसा आया था, लेकिन उसके बावजूद पाकिस्तान के लोगों ने इकट्ठे मिलके इस सानेहा को क्रॉस करके हम लोग आगे जाकर हमने उस मुल्क के जो लोग मुतासरीन थे उनको भी हमने बहाल किया। तो the scheme that, I'm sorry, I'm in the habit of speaking in 2 languages, also in Punjabi. So I asked your Vice Chancellor to also ask the girls from your college to contribute in this plan that we have, because a number of the students from the engineering universities were also female. And they went down there on a period for a week or 2 weeks. They've been there and helping out and constructing and designing and working with the people of that area. And I feel that gave a sense of commitment, and it gave a sense of belonging and a sense of understanding that Pakistan has different types of people. We have different types of cultures, but yet we are one country despite our diversity. And I think also what you must understand that the areas that have been hit by the floods were always the poorest part of Pakistan. And they were poor before the floods, and they'll be poor probably after the floods. But when I went there, the first time, for me also, it was a very emotional experience. People had given funds to me, and I was distributing those funds in envelopes of 1,000 rupees. And these people came to me, and when I gave them the envelope, first of all, they didn't know how to open the envelope. So I helped them open the envelope. And when they opened the envelope, there was 1,000 rupees in it. And they looked at me, but they'd never seen 1,000 rupees before. So they looked at me and didn't understand. And I had to explain to them that this was 1,000 rupees. So this was how poor those people were. And so it's a great challenge to us to rebuild and support them and help them come up also. Because when we, as I said, when we go through any examination in life and we succeed, I think this human examination, when we go through the profit and loss of life, this is the real values that we have to think about, especially in Pakistan. So, as people who are going to make the future of this country, I just wanted to share some of these thoughts with you. I want to tell you that again and again, that although we've had so many hits, that so many people have said this will be the end of Pakistan when the floods came. I don't know if you read the foreign press, if you read the newspapers, if you read all the blogs, but there was one theme that poor Pakistan, this is it for them now. Now they're finished. But I'm happy to say, and I'm proud to say, that we have stood together and we have overcome the worst, and inshallah, we will come forward. Thank you very much. Pakistan Zindabad.
I request the Honorable Chancellor to declare the convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
Now I request the Vice Chancellor, LCWU, Dr. Bushra Mateen, to present a token of appreciation to the Chancellor's Universities, the Honorable Governor of the Punjab. This is an indigenous token from the Ceramics Department of the Fine Arts.